Live from the Scruffy Womp Rat Cantina, this is Under the Twin Suns.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Welcome, everybody, to Under the Twin Suns, here live at the Scruffy Womp Rat Cantina. I am Steve. Cole could not join us this week, so I'll be stepping into those big, handsome shoes of his. We got some great topics this week. First off, did you guys do anything? Did you guys do any Twin Suns this week? Anybody get any games in? I didn't get any games
No,
in.
but I'm itching to play some Twin Suns, especially since I met someone new today that was asking about Twin Suns at the shop today. So that, always gets me excited when new players are asking about what other fun things can you guys do with Star Wars.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I got to watch Andor Season 2. Have you guys checked that out yet?
I've only seen the trailers.
Dude, it is so good.
Agreed.
You saw it, Chris?
Yes, I finished it up. I was really into the first scene, and then from there, it was a little hard for me to I don't know, stay into it. I was like, okay, it had a little slow pace there for me, but I kept with it, stayed with it, and it paid off. So I'm glad that I stayed with it.
It is a bit of a slow burn, yeah.
I was like, okay, what's going on here? I don't care about this, but there's a reason, there's a method to the madness, and it all paid off.
Yeah.
Good.
Like Skeleton Crew made me feel happy. This one just like got me in my feels, like I don't know, it made me feel a lot of different things. So, gentlemen, what do you think your best what is the Twin Suns leader combo that you guys are focused in on right now? Ruben, let's start with you. What do you think the Twin Suns leader the combo that you're focused in on right now?
Well, my favorite combo right now, of course, and I probably say it like 1,000 times with all of our podcasts, but I just can't get away with Rey and Obi-Wan. Because now with Legends of the Force coming out here pretty soon, it's going to have more Jedi, more Force users, more fun toys I can play with. So I would say that those are my favorite ones, because I love the fact that I can, add, experience tokens with Rey, and then I can use my boy Obi to like heal everybody up. I can also use it as a political thing. I can put experience tokens on everybody else. So I just like the fact that I can use that deck as a way to make friends, but also, quickly make enemies too. But that's kind of the fun part of it. So that is kind of why I enjoy it so much. Every time I bring that deck out, everyone kind of looks at me now. It's like, oh, do I like him or do I hate him? It's hard to figure that out. But it's one of my favorite decks to play, and I can't wait to add more toys to it.
It's like the first 2 times you pulled it out, it's like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. And then like you just after a while you start learning like, okay, I know what this guy's about.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan, what about you? I have a feeling we all know the answer to this, but
Yeah. I like my swarms and my exploit. So Newt Gunray and Dooku, trying to get either of them to work with any other leader, but especially together, it's become a comfort pick for me, definitely.
Chris?
I'm always, it depends on what my mood is. Right now in this moment, I'm still hardcore leaning into Hera and trying to make Spectres work. So I like combining her with Rey. That way I can get some of those XP tokens out on some of the low cost units early in the game. But even though the question is right now, I'm very excited to run Hera alongside Kanan and Twin Suns. That way I can
gosh,
just
it's
have
gonna be so good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that synergy in Twin Suns.
Yeah, that's going to be really good, Chris. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how that works.
Yeah.
Now that I've watched Andor season 2, I'm like really want to try and do a Krennic and Tarkin deck, just like really hard in on the Imperials, doing grit. Kind of excited about that. That's where my head is right now. What I want to do is take advantage of the fact that Cole isn't here this week, and I want to do a game that we're going to call Who Said It? And I'm going to put a quote out there, okay? And if nobody gets it immediately, then I'm going to name the media that it comes from, like if it's a video game or a movie or whatever. And then if nobody gets it, I'll name the specific media. Then if nobody gets it, I'll name the actor that played the character, and if nobody gets it after that, I just win.
Okay. So we have 4 guesses?
Yes.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
the order?
The order will be let's just do Jonathan, Chris, Ruben.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. So, the quote is, "Your focus determines your reality." Who said it?
Is this Morpheus?
Wrong IP.
Not bad. But no.
As a serious guess, this will stretch me to my extent of knowledge. I'm just gonna throw out. I don't know. Let's go Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan is incorrect, but not a bad guess. Chris, you're up.
See, I feel like this is misleading, and I feel like this is pointing us in the path that this should be like a Jedi quote, but I don't think it is.
Interesting.
I also feel like you pulled this from Andor because we were talking about it.
Good. Look at you.
Man,
Deduction here.
Yeah,
I'm over here playing tic-tac-toe, and he's over there playing 4D chess.
He's playing chess over here.
I also feel like this is like an Imperial, like one of the Imperials said this, and I'm really horrible with all their names right now. My guess is going to be, and I'm not going to remember her name, but you can tell me if, I don't know, you can not take my answer or not. But, she's the blonde.
The ISB chick, Dedra.
Yes, Dedra.
Dedra. Who on an off topic, that actress actually plays Yennefer from The Witcher. She plays the voice actress.
I did not know that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's why her voice is so. Never mind. Not even gonna go
Okay,
there.
all right. We'll talk offline.
That's very cool.
Dedra
Did
is
Chris
not
just win?
the-
Oh, okay.
No, Chris did not win.
Okay.
Ruben's up.
Could you please repeat the quote?
Your focus determines your reality.
Who is Maul?
Maul is not correct. All right, so we're going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to give you guys what media it is. It is from a movie.
From a movie. Is it who's the one of the princesses? Is it Padme? Is that correct?
Padme is not correct. Chris, you're up.
Okay.
I'm still going with this theory here that this is, even though it's not specifically Andor, since you killed that with movie, I'm still thinking that this is tied to Andor somehow, and that it is not Jedi related. So my guess, I can see this voice saying it, and I can be completely delusional here. My guess is going to be Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera is not correct.
Well, delusional over here.
Man, I can't. It's hard to argue with you when you're saying these things. Like, dude, he's gonna get it. And then
His focus is
Steve's like,
becoming my reality. That's all I'm saying.
Who is Krennic?
That is not correct. All right, we're back up to the top. I'm going to give you the name of the movie. This comes from The Phantom Menace. Cole is right now. He's just shaking.
I know. Watching me over here try to scrape any potential names that might have infiltrated my brain at some point. I'll throw out Palpatine. Was he even in that movie? I don't know.
Palpatine is not correct. Chris, you're up.
Okay.
I got the answer, Chris, so you better get it right.
So I'm gonna go with the thought that I was delusional for my whole theory in the beginning. Flip the script, and I'm going to guess. And again, I could be very wrong. My answer is Qui-Gon Jinn.
That is correct. Qui-Gon Jinn said this to Anakin
Nice.
Skywalker when they were right before the pod race. He was giving him a pep talk, and he says, "Remember, your focus determines your reality."
Only
Very
with
good.
the movie. Only
Good
with
job.
the movie was I able to come to that guess.
Good job. Want to talk a little bit about some spoilers that we got this week, because we got a lot, like so many more. What spoilers you guys excited about?
I saw the Avar Chris leader dropped earlier today, and that looked overly exciting to me. While in the beginning, her action is exhaust her, and you get a force token. The force is with you, create your force token, and then if you just the cursory look, then when she flips at 9, and she's a 410. And while the force is with you, she gets +4/+0, which would make her 810, and she gets overwhelmed. But when you look closer at her epic action reads, if the number of resources you control plus the number of times you have used the force this phase is 9 or more, you can deploy her.
Oh.
So she's not necessarily going to flip at 9. It's going to be dependent on how many times you've used the force plus your resources in order to flip her. So it'll be very interesting to see when you can actually flip her and have an 810 beast on your board.
With overwhelm,
Yeah, that could be what? Turn 5 if you can use it 4 times by then.
I mean, there are other cards that, she's going to give you the force, and then if you use it, and then there are other cards as well, events, etc., that also give you the force. So, I mean, potentially you could flip. I don't know. I'd have to play with it and test. But, I mean, 4, maybe 3. I don't know.
Perfect storm.
That the heal lets you, gain the force on 1. I don't know how you necessarily use it, but you get it. So I don't know. Some testing needs to be done, but I mean, she's not going to flip at 9. She's going to flip before that.
Oh yeah. That breaks my brain, but I know that I'm going to lose to that card at some point. Somebody's going to figure that out, I'm sure.
I'll go next. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Is it Gungi or Gungi?
Isn't he from Bad Batch?
I don't know. Never seen it or played it or whatever it is. I think I'm not sure if it's a show or something, but I think he looks creepy cute. I'm not sure. The card itself, it's a 2/5 unit for 2. It is a Force Jedi Wookiee. Cost 2, command, and heroism. I'm not a huge fan of heroism cards, but this guy is good because of the 2/5 for 2 is wild. He can survive quite a bit when he comes out into play. Initially, put some lightsaber, put some force abilities on him. It's just he could get absurd quickly. So that would be the card that other spoilers I liked was the fact that Hero has got a little bit of love when it comes to a little bit of power from early game. So that's probably one of the best card I've seen so far that was released. Just last bit of spoilers that were announced. So
yeah, he was Bad Batch, but his first appearance was in Clone Wars, the episode The Gathering. He was in several episodes of Clone Wars, and then he showed back up in the Bad Batch.
All right, I don't think I've met him yet in my Clone Wars. I'm still in season 2.
Oh,
And
Um,
to speak a bit for Cole, I think he's an easy slip in for his Rex deck.
Mm-hmm.
um, I wanted to talk about a Nameless Terror. It's a 3-resource Vigilance
Mm-hmm.
Villainy 3/3. When played, you may exhaust a force unit. On attack, each enemy unit loses the force trait for that phase. So it's just something I saw that might be relevant if these force decks keep popping up. This could really mess them up. It can be pulled from Vader, which is pretty relevant. And it's fair. Three resource 3/3.
Yeah, that's gonna mess up your getting your force token each turn.
And it doesn't say non-leader, so if they flip that 5, 8, 10, or whatever it is, you could potentially tap it down for a turn.
Mm-hmm. See, Steve, the creatures also had my eye this week with the Drenger spawn. Is how you
Oh
say
yeah,
it? It's a 4 command villainy 3/3 creature that has overwhelm, and when this unit attacks and defeats a unit, gain a number of experience tokens to this unit equal to the defeated unit's cost. So a lot of words would say if this thing beats an 8 cost unit, it gets 8 experience tokens and just can keep wailing and overwhelming the damage to base. And
yeah. A lot of great spoilers this week. I'm so stoked for set 5. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, Another thing that I've noticed, especially with they had that stream that they did this week, where FFG was going over some of the art and some of the how they came to some of their art choices. What are y'all's overall thoughts on the direction that this game is going as far as art? I feel like it's getting way better. Like there's definitely some that are not hitting, but for the most part, I feel like the art is definitely improving.
I fully agree. And I know that they dropped um, the press. Are they the prestige cards, the new prestige cards? And I think the artwork on those look amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I saw that the Anakin unit, the Ezra unit, the Obi-Wan unit, like all of Qui-Gon looks amazing. Just like the format of the cards, the artwork on the cards. It's just the Darth Sidious. All of those just look they're beautiful. Um, that makes me want to buy. Um, the super expensive packs. Just
Mhm.
artwork. I want a set of 3 of these pretty cards just because the artwork looks so amazing.
Well, I'll go next. I think that the art is going in the right direction. Um, I think some of the art in the beginning, I guess the best way to look at it is it seems more, I don't know, maybe more lifelike, I guess is the way I would use. It seems like I like the way, like Avar, Chris, if that's how you say their name. I really like the art on this. It looks really cool. It kind of stands out. Like one of the Luke leader was kind of rough. I felt like it could have been caught early in the development of the card, but I just think that overall we're moving in the right direction with the art itself. So yeah, again, I'm really in the prestige cards, like you said. I think just adding that new layer with JTL having these new different types of cards with the Carbonite booster boxes has definitely pushed it over the top. The Obi-Wan promo card from the sector qualifiers is just cool. It looks amazing. So it's one of these things where that they have the potential to really, for collectors and for us who are just like, oh man, I just popped grab the pack and look at these cool cards, and it really is a selling point for the game. And I think if the art looks good, people will play it like, oh, I'm gonna try this card because it looks cool, and it's a really good selling point. So I agree with what Chris said about it too. So
And to build off that, Ruben, I feel like even the basic cards, I like a high percentage of the cards how they look And when you're just playing, normal games, people who aren't accustomed to the game might just catch a glimpse and be like, "Oh, I really like that character," or "I really like that art," right? And get drawn into the game that way. So bringing the player base or increasing the player base with just the basic cards, I feel like is a way to go, and the level of art has increased as well since the first set.
The art is very reminiscent of what you would find in the FFG tabletop RPG, in my opinion. They've had some
Mm.
amazing artists that work on the art in the books, and I feel like I guess I don't know, maybe they didn't know. I don't know. I feel like they're bringing some of those artists over to work on the artwork for the cards as well, and it's just it's beautiful artwork.
It's starting to feel a little bit more consistent. Like the set one, I mean Han looked like a cartoon character. Vader looked really really good. It's nice to play with cardboard that looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
So Jonathan, you got a card for us for our lore corner this week?
I do. I tried to just find a random card, and I was like, I think I ended up looking at three, and the one that drew me the most was Bendu. So he was a card from Spark that was double vigilant, and he's a 4/7 for 6, Sentinel. On attack, the next non-heroic, non-villainy card you play this phase costs 2 less. Force creature. And having known nothing about him, he looked interesting enough to me. And on Wikipedia, species unknown. Already, I was like, there we go. I don't even have to look at the other two cards. I'm interested. Like, just being like Star Wars with all of its lore, being like, what we don't know what kind of species this guy is, and digging deeper. Uh, he first showed up in uh, Star Wars Rebels, um, and is like the true balance or true representation of balance with the Force, which is awesome that they captured that with the card text, where you truly cannot be a hero or a villain. He supports or he's critical of both sides, but in the same way, kind of supports both sides, which seems pretty cool to me. And I guess an interesting fact, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in this show, he becomes like a force of nature and like truly does feats with the force that no other person is capable of at the time due to their alignment or sway to one side or the other. But out of curiosity, have you guys heard of Bendu or seen
I
the show
remember him
with him in
from.
it?
Yeah, I remember Rebels. He was in Rebels, and
Okay.
I remember very little of it, to be honest. Oh, man, I wish Cole was here. I just remember he was like they were like begging him for help, and he's like, "Nah, I don't take a side. I'm like in the middle."
Yeah, he's. I always thought he calls himself, Bendu, the one in the middle, because he's not light or dark. He's that balance. You got that right. And he becomes a big giant force storm because someone makes him angry. I won't give away the whole story in case someone wants to watch it. But yes, he becomes a huge giant force storm and just wreaks havoc. Um, so because yeah, he has both light and dark in him, yet he is neither. But um, when he gets angry, he's like this big giant dark force storm. But also what you were talking about, yes, he has those pieces about his lore in his card, and also he's a creature, and he has this big connection with Kanan as well um, in the story and in the Rebel story. So that just ties to their synergy as well in the with Kanan's new card as well
Mm.
and extra. So I agree. I think it's cool how the lore just ties into how these cards play.
I never made that connection. That's really cool. Fantastic. Thank you, Jonathan. We've got a deck spotlight, a deck tech spotlight. Chris, I think you had one for us.
I do indeed. I am going to be talking to you all about my deck that I called Look at the Size of That Thing.
Look at the size of that
Sometimes I have trouble coming up with a name, and this just kind of came to me.
That's what she said.
The leaders for this Twin Suns deck are Luke and Wedge, and both of those are the leaders from JTL. The base is Data Vault. This is a very thematic deck, not using Data Vault necessarily. I included that because wanted the extra HP there. But the two leaders working together is thematic. This is a very casual deck here. This is not competitive. Again, thematic with the leaders. It's very, very heavy into fighter units and having pilots to get onto those fighters and beef up your fighter units. This is a draft version of this, and we'll share the link for you all to be able to look at this and play around with it. But there's some events in here where you can add even more fighter units, X-Wing tokens, such as All Wings Report, and timely reinforcements. And then that timely reinforcements event there will not only add more X-Wing units, but make them Sentinels for the phase. Very, very heavy in space here with fighter units. That way you can use Luke's ability and pilots to use Wedge's ability. So not a lot of ground units that aren't pilots. But there are some, staples such as Battlefield Marine, and there are some Sentinels in here to try and help protect your ground posting per se. You've got some upgrades in here, but again, those upgrades are to help beef up your fighter units even more, also to help ping down units even further from Luke's ability. You've got some other upgrades or events here, such as Traitorous and Choose Sides. That way, if you're starting to hurt on the ground unit, you can snatch some of your opponent's units and bring them over if you need to. And then you've got some utility as well with units such as Captain Tarkin, so that way you can beef your fighters up even more and give them overwhelm. You've got Yularen, so you can make your fighter units more durable, keep them on your field. And you've got a little bit of Restore in there as well from maybe one event, and you've got your Yularen there as well to help give you a little Restore. So, right now it's a little bit all over the place with the draft, but again, keeping it thematic, and the hope here is to test it and see if you want to lean further into continuing to ping and take out units by using Luke's ability and beefing up and swapping out some of those events to keep pinging and put in more units like Grenade Strike and Shoot Down, which there's already some events here, but do you want to lean further into that and take out a little bit of the Restore, or which way will this better suit you to make it make you more, give you more survivability, and not just be thematic and make it fun. And so that is my deck tip.
I love it. And I'm gonna tell you why, Chris, is because I have a Wedge showcase. I'm gonna build this deck in person because I love to use the showcases for my Twin Suns deck. So if you've already built it in person, I won't, but I dig it.
I have not. But that's what started the thought process there. Was I have a Luke showcase, so it was like,
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, that's the
So, yeah.
nice art one.
Yes. Speaking of artwork,
I must say though, this is the first time I didn't pay attention to the card as much. for the name of the card. So BB8 is Happy Beeps. I didn't really put that together until I saw it put in the deck. I never knew it said Happy Beeps until just now. So
So
I did not
what are
either.
we? What are we getting from? I like Data Vault a lot. Obviously, everybody likes Data Vault right now. But like, what are we getting for the double green?
I don't know.
put command in there.
Yeah, we get like command, but I was trying to think of like.
He wants the extra health plus the 10 more cards.
I mean, I'm never
Yeah.
going to say no to playing 10 more cards. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Actually, for this deck, the extra 10 cards, I mean, it was okay, but it was really the extra health there that was the purpose of including Data Vault here. I mean, it could totally go in a different direction because honestly, using a different base could probably give you some more pilots because red and green, it just there weren't a ton of. I had a whole lot more fighter units than I had pilots. And so adding that extra 10, that's really when I started having to go heavy on the events and utility units there because I had run out of pilot units that I could add. So testing will be required for this deck.
I got you, fam.
Nice.
I'll test it with you. We'll play a mirror match.
Hey, I'm down for that.
Well, thank you, Chris. Going to go into our last section here, our favorite section called Name That Card. And I believe Chris won last week, so Chris is going to pick a card, pick an order for us to guess, and we will go from there.
You've discussed my memory. I was already over here, like, ready to start guessing. But I do have my card picked. Okay. Let's keep the order pretty similar, and let's go Jonathan, Steve, and then Ruben.
Thank you. I love going last. I need all the help I can get.
Oh, and I love going first. You know it.
We all love you going first, Jonathan.
Yeah, set us up. Set us up with the range question. Let's go.
Sow the seeds of chaos. All right. We're actually going to go with a slightly different range question. Does the first letter of this card's name fall between F and P?
Did you say F through P?
Yeah. That skill.
Bro, you're
First letter.
Testing my alphabet skills here.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best one you've done yet, Jonathan.
Yes,
No,
this is...
No, it's not.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so A through E or Q through Z? Gosh. All right, I know what my second question is.
He said
My first
P.
question.
I'm just
said
going to
through-
ignore that one.
He said through P, right?
F
Yep,
through
yep.
P, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Chris, what set is this from?
Twilight.
Twilight, okay.
Okay. Is the first letter of this card, does it start from Q to Z?
What are y'all doing to me?
Yes, it does.
We're in the back of the alphabet from Twilight. Ugh. Okay.
I mean, if Jonathan has his cards alphabetized and he's going through his cards right now.
Mental palace. Let's see. A red card.
No.
What are the traits of this card?
And I always have trouble with this. Traits are the
Like Jedi, Force, creature.
This will probably get this will get you much closer. The traits of this are Republic, Vehicle, and Fighter.
Okay.
Well, it's a hero card, so I'm screwed. Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez. Republic. What are the traits again? I'm sorry.
Republic, Vehicle, and Fighter.
Republic, vehicle, and fighter. Does it have any keywords?
No, it does not.
Third question.
Last
I know.
question.
I thought I had it, but I don't. It's slipping. Okay. No keywords. Those tags. Not red. Back of the alphabet from Twilight. Does this card have any, like, besides keywords, like other text, like on attack or when defeated?
Nope. Completely blank box.
Oh, just flavor
This is gonna be
text.
this is gonna be some draft chaff here. What is the mana cost of this card?
3.
Did you say mana cost?
Yeah, I did.
Mana cost.
That's sorcery in your head, buddy.
My bad.
The more we play things, the more things blur.
It's all together.
Oh, wait.
What's the number?
3.
3.
3 resources.
3 resources.
Oh, I was
We go
gonna say,
Trez.
I was gonna say that this was in the deck that I just
Oh, now you can't say that. Now,
I didn't even include it, so
Okay. All right.
Clicking the
My
link.
guess. This is
Just
my
trying to
third
be-
and final guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 3 Republic. I gotta. Okay. What is the rarity?
It's a common.
Common.
Okay.
Is
It's the guessing time now.
I know, and now it's like I had cards in my head and they got ruled out, but they're still here, and I can't get them out of my head. Command, like, ship that's kind of like an A-wing. Is this the Republic Arc? It has like the shiny, like it's like a hovering over, like a light sphere, like a light disc.
I believe. I think you're close enough to get it because this is the Republic Arc 170.
It's a 3/4.
Correct. I would call it over a light sphere, I guess.
Oh, okay. I looked it up because I had to. It was the card I was thinking of, but that's not a light sphere. That's a full-on like horizon looking thing.
Well, I mean, it's got like a bright sun behind it, so you know, it's like a light sphere. And you said Republic Arc, you just didn't have the 170. So
Gotcha.
I think, yeah, I
done,
think you
Jonathan.
got, yeah, you
Nice.
had that.
Republic Arc 170 is the name of the card.
Yes, Republic Arc.
Oh, cause see, what's the? It's not. Is it a drop ship? What's the aggression card? That's like aggression heroism. 6 cost, I think.
Oh yeah, the gunship.
Yeah, the gunship. That one was
Yeah.
the only thing in my head the entire time, and then I'm like, it's not that. It
For
can't
some
be that.
reason, I thought that the Republic Arc thing. I thought it was Arc 170. I didn't know. I forgot it said Republic. So I completely wrote that
Yeah.
one off.
Yep.
Man,
My alphabet
Well
came back to
done.
destroy me because I said the same.
Good job, man. I had no idea. I was gonna say Republic Cruiser is what I was gonna say because I don't even know if that's card name, but I had no chance when you said cruiser or Republic fighter,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Pff, I'm out.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this episode 23 of Under the Twin Suns. I'll catch you next week.
Later, everybody.